Welcome back to Farming with Family. Today we're going to do something that I've never done before here on the farm. I left a little strip of corn when I was combining, and we're going out to pick that by hand, the whole cob. I tried to ask neighbors around here if anyone has an old corn picker, but apparently no one has those anymore since they're kind of obsolete. But we're going to just pick it by hand. We got Sarah and Vaughn and Maya, and we're all going to work on it together for a little while. It's just a little strip, a couple hundred yards long, 8 rows. So they're bringing the wagon. I'm in the payloader. So we're going to go with some 5-gallon buckets, pick a bucket full, dump it in the payloader scoop, and then when that's full, dump it in the wagon. So, and then I'm gonna grind that whole cob and feed that to my cows and calves this winter. People say that it makes really good feed since you're getting, the good calories from the corn cob, from the corn kernel, and then the corn cob kind of helps with some filler and just makes good feed overall for them. So you'll get to watch as we do that today. That's one way to transport kids, I guess. What are we doing?
We're picking corn for the cows.
Yep. I got done grinding the corn. Didn't pick as much as I thought we would, but Sarah ran out of time and it took a while by myself, and I got a few other things done today. But it seemed like it ground it fine, and we'll put it in this. We'll get this back into the pole barn where it was, and then we'll auger it in and show you what it looks like. Hopefully the cows like it. Well, the water. Ooh, hey, watch out, girls. Water's in pod. Someone's thirsty. Welcome back to Farming with Family. It is 2025. I was doing the first video of this year. But last year I'm gonna start by getting the combine blown off. Last year I put it away because I had other fall stuff to do and just never had a free day when it was nicer out. So I'm gonna get all the chaff and stuff blown off so it doesn't attract any rodents, and just get it cleaned off for the winter until we start working on it next year to use. So we're gonna get this started up. I plugged it in for a couple hours, so it should start up just fine. Hopefully the block heater still works. Last I checked it did. So we'll go from there. Get this unplugged. Let's see. Block heater's over there. Feels warm-ish. Maybe I'm not feeling the right part. There, it feels a little warmer over there. All right, we'll give it a start and see how it works. Got to remember how to get up into these things again. All right, let's see if it'll fire up. I'd put some light fuel in it last, kind of at the start of the winter time, so it's about 32 degrees out right now, so it shouldn't gel, especially with that extra light fuel in there. All right. There we go, not too bad. I'm up in the grain tank, just letting it warm up a little bit, getting a few shields taken off. I'm gonna take off this one because there's stuff up there I can't get to otherwise. Don't want that to sit. Then we'll get all this, there's still on the bottom of the trough. Get that all blown out. So we're gonna just keep getting this all taken apart. I'll leave the shields back here in the Quonset, then we'll get it blown off. All the shields are off. Now we're just going to finish backing it out. It's always a close fit, but so far I've always made it. That would be the antenna flopping. All right, had to change things up a little bit. There was some some stuff in here that was, you know, kind of frozen. It was dry, but a little snow goes in there, melts, freezes, and it freezes on, but it's just barely above freezing, so I picked it all out. Also gave me a good chance to look at a few things, like that sprocket I got to change this year. I thought I had changed all these drive sprockets, but I must have overlooked that one for some reason. I'm not sure, or if it just got beat up for some reason. But I'm ready to blow the rest of this head off, and I can set this down on the cart. Also, how many people like black licorice? If you do, leave a comment down below. Here, I got a new mask for this year. No more dust in my eyes, dust in my mouth. Just blowing it off. Well, it's about dark out. Time to put it away for the night. We'll finish it off in a day or two, but that mask sure worked good. Didn't even leave lines on my face too much, so it was really nice not to have the dust in your face and in your eyes and stuff. I had another mask that covered my face pretty good, but could never get my eyes to seal up, so I got a full face mask one, and boy, sure, you feel a whole lot better when you're done. The combine is all blown off finally. Everything's pretty clean. Dust is off of it. Got pretty much all the kernels of corn that I get out. Got it right up to the cat. So now I get my payloader up in this area easier. Got a little more room. And I think I'll bring the 4560 maybe, or maybe the baler. Stick that back here. Get everything kind of tucked away. Down here at the grain bins, getting the last, probably last semi-load vacuumed out for the year. Last one to market, go to town. This one has maybe, there's maybe 300-400 bushels in here, I'd imagine. That one's up to about right there. So should have just enough for a semi-load. I'm gonna keep a little bit on hand if I need to grind for myself. But yeah, this will be the last grain of 2024 to be taken to town and sold. I wish I had another 20,000-30,000 bushels of it, but that was not the case this year. Everything's sucked out. Got about a couple hundred bushels left in that grain bin that I'll use for grinding later if I need. Gonna fold up the auger, put it away for the year. All done with the vacuum for right now. The stack mover's here today and gonna start taking some of my hay bale stacks away. Got chains that move, just picks it right up. Now he's gonna put in really slow, and he's got some stakes he puts in so the bales don't roll out. Props it against the bale. I think he's done this a time or two. they make the gear ratio so the tires spin and the chains go at the same speed. Otherwise it pulls the stack apart and then you have bales roll out. Gonna get that back one? I don't know. All right, so they split apart a little bit, and I told him I can grab my payloader and we'll use that to hold them on, and so you can get underneath it. I'll shove it in a little bit more, so I'm gonna grab that and meet him back here in just a minute or two. I gave him a push. He's letting it down now, and is gonna see how they sit. Some of these bales are from last year, and they kind of sit down and kind of squished out a little bit, but I think he's on. And away he goes. They should stay on.